Going on, y'all? I'm back. Boy, has it been a day. Thank you for subscribing. 219 subscribers. Whoa, am I tired. I just tried to check the mail. I forgot today was Sunday. Oh, am I tired. Oh, okay. I am back, and I am ready to do some more studying about this book, but I ended up not having time to read it much. Let me set you down right quick. Be right back. Boy, has it been a day. Got 2 pumpkins. Right there. I ended up accidentally leaving this computer on. It pisses me off. Here's that poem again. We're going to go back into this book. I was reading a little bit of it while I was out and about. But, yeah. It's got 2 people that, well, I like the video myself, so. It means a lot, though, you guys, for the 219 subscribers. Shoot. Let's try to put 3 zeros behind that, see if we could do it. Hold on. Okay, that's where we started off last. 3 watching now. Hey, if you guys just joined, welcome. It'd mean a lot if you guys would write something in the chat. Let me know. It says 2 watching. Hold on, I need some water, so hold on. I'm going to set you guys down. Let me know who you are. Let's get a conversation going. Excuse me. Hold on a second. I gotta go wash my hands right quick. And I'll be right back. Just bear with me right quick, you guys. Be right back. Actually, never mind. I just forgot I already washed my hands. Hey, what up, J Street? What up, dog? Pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I was just out and about. Went to like a petting zoo, hang out with some people. Seen some fall colors. And grabbed 2 pumpkins. Got some hot cocoa. Went on a hayride. It was an 18-minute hayride. And I took video of it. 18 minutes worth. Got me some hot cocoa from there. Had some apple cider too. Had a brownie. Had some fun. We're back with our ninja series. Hey, J.A. Street, any of y'all? Are y'all on Facebook? If so, you guys want to be friends? I'm going to say, if so, write me in my messages and send me a link to your Facebook and I'll add you. Oh, hell yeah, Octopus, what up? Okay, I got you, Jay. Last night, I didn't really do much. I wasn't able to live stream last night, so you didn't miss much. Oh, just YouTube, I got you. Hey, Octopus, are you on? I remember you said last time you're not on. What do you call it? Facebook. Are you gonna get a Facebook at all? If so, I can add you, man. I get on there sometimes, somewhat. Oh, had me tripping, man. I want to do a story though. I want to start doing a story. Not this time. Not this video. Maybe the next video. I don't know if it's gonna be today. Most likely tomorrow. Um, Hold on a second. What the heck was that? Um, Sorry, level. I just use Google for everything. Yeah, I got you, man. Hold on. Okay, the trees were blown. I'm kind of like paranoid as heck. We're gonna go back into grammar. I'm gonna start where I left off. I don't get on Facebook much. I mean, I do get on there, but I try to do YouTube more. People on there, I'm telling you, I mean, just people in general. Everybody's always too busy, too busy. But I guarantee you, if I was like, hey, I won $1,000,000, they were like, they would be not so busy. I don't like that. I cannot stand that. That's some bullshit. But yeah, how long, Octopus? How long are you? How long, and you, Jay? Are you guys gonna be able to stay around for a few hours? Because if so, I'm gonna live stream no matter what. But it would be cool to have y'all on. So tired, so true. Oh yeah. um. What was I gonna say? Dang it. I'm gonna be live streaming for a good while. Talking about the Forrest Fenn grammar. Done as long as I can. Just trying to get things done around the house. Yeah. I want to start when I need a time schedule when you're available to watch the live stream so I can plan ahead. Because I want to be available for all y'all. I want to start doing the stories that I make up about the thrill of the chase. Awesome, JA. And I need to know when you guys will be available. I got like 3:43 p.m. my time. I'm in Michigan, so I like to plan ahead. Like you said, Octopus, we should come up with some live streaming times where we can all live stream. But I never know when you're available, man. So I gotta know ahead of time so I can plan ahead. Just let me know in the chat or in the comments or in messages or whatever. I'm only one subscriber behind you, Octopus. Look at that, 219. That's cool though. We got around the same amount. Yeah, just let me know. I really need to know, so I can plan ahead. Because I only get you guys on for a little bit, and I would like to come up with the time where we can at least sit down and live stream a whole hour, 2 hours maybe, or more. Octopus, did you see my message? If not, this is all kind of new to me, getting involved with streams and such, but I promise I'll get some time carved out for it and let you know ahead of time. Okay, awesome. Thanks, man. I wrote you on chat on explaining some stuff on Gmail on our chat. Just hit me up on chat. Because I've been making some observations. I wanted to see if you've seen the same stuff I've seen. Gosh, I'm exhausted though. But I'm gonna live stream. Okay. Just if you respond, just respond on that chat back on the Gmail instead of here. I'm banned on most streams. Hey JA, why did you get banned? I get ignored on the streams. Octopus, did you still want to do that deal thing? Because I had a question for you. I'm really thinking about doing that deal thing, but I wanted to ask you something. Oh, telling the truth, JA. Hey, Octopus, I'm on there too right now. Hey, I'll write you in chat right quick, Octopus. Hold on a second. I'm gonna ask you a question on there. Hold on, I'm asking it right now. Hold on, give me a second. Um, yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, JA, I tell the truth too, man. I be telling the truth about this poem. Everything I'm seeing is like I give out so much friggin' information, and it's a lot better than anything out there that I'm aware of. The only thing I would say is if the people that were 200 footers, the 200 footers were giving out stuff, their stuff would be way better than mine because they've been close to it. Assuming they actually solved the first two clues. Because Forrest says he thinks they solved, and they walked because they told him where they were, and they walked right by it. So that could have been, I don't know, an accident maybe, or maybe they've got some of the first two clues solved, and they happen to walk right past it. But they're solved. I think if it's accurate and they know they've solved the first two clues and it's nothing like mine, then I would say my theory is wrong and theirs is correct because of obvious reasons. What do you think of the 5 stages of grief making up the poem? What are you talking about, JA? 5 stages of grief making up the poem? Don't forget though, if you guys haven't subscribed, I'm sure you two have. Anybody else watching, if you haven't subscribed, it would mean a lot. 9 watching now, come on. Number 1, denial. Number 2, anger. 8 people watching. We got 2 people in chat. Come on now, you guys. Don't be shy. You can write in the chat. We won't bite. Oh, I had to go. I don't know if you were here earlier, Jay. I don't think so. But when I was what do you call it? I had to cut it off sooner because the ride showed up. Hold on a second. What? The one was talking about the 5 stages of grief, acceptance being the end. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know, because denial and anger, there's no anger in the poem. He's just talking about bargaining, depression, and acceptance. In the poem, he's talking about the thrill, man. There's nothing to do with acceptance being the end or grief. Like that has, I don't think that has anything to do with it. It's like an architect though. He architected it. He drew. He wrote lines. Hold on one second. Um, Give me a second. Uh, yeah, because it's gonna be grammar and drawing. I guarantee you though, if I want to find those people, I wonder if the people that have been within 200 feet are actually dead, and that's why he said two people could keep a secret. You know. Thanks, Octopus. Means a lot, man. I will tell you guys. Once upon a while. Ooh, give me truth. What up? Hey, Mitch Mish. Welcome back. 9 people watching. Let's split the work. I'll do the last clue. You guys do the rest. I love it. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. If you guys haven't, subscribe if you don't mind. Give me truth. I think I'm gonna go check your channel out right quick. I think I've subscribed. I'm gonna go subscribe right now. Okay, I guess I haven't. So I'm gonna subscribe to you. I just subscribed to you right now. So if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, that'd mean a lot. You know, I was told. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get my other book on grammar. Hold on one second. The trip I went on today, the hayride, I'm gonna upload the video on YouTube. I also got some coffee beans from the coffee maker. I got to talk to the guy who owned the company that makes the coffee, and I talked to you, which is crazy because right after that we went to a workout place, and there was this lady and I guess her husband. They were at this table, and there wasn't many people there, but me and my peers, or me and my friends. She was the owner of that coffee company. She was having people try out some of the coffee that they make. They own a coffee company too, which is crazy because I've never ever met 2 people in a row that own their own company. That was just crazy. Give me truth. What are you talking about? You put why though? Laugh my ass off. What do you mean? Okay. Hey, give me truth. What did you mean by that? What are you talking about? You put why though left my ass off. It annoys me when you guys retract your messages. Like, why are you writing it if you're retracting it? um, why you say that? Good. I don't know. Give me truth. You're being a butt munch. Hey, octopus. Dude, what state are you from? Didn't you say something? I don't know if you said Tennessee or if that was someone else. What state are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Boom. You know what suck is if after you went boom, my whole computer shut down. I'm like, this guy's a freaking a hacker. I thought you did. I don't know. I'm wondering where you're from. I might have got you confused for somebody else. Um, where are you from though, if you don't mind me asking? And to anybody else watching, we're gonna get involved in this grammar. Just give me a give me a little bit. Okay, I couldn't remember if I told you I was in Denver or not. Sorry. Oh, are you near Michigan? I mean, do you live in Tennessee or you live in Denver or what? Or do you not want to say? You can let me know if you don't feel comfortable saying. That's cool. I don't ever give out the city I live in. Octopus, you retracting messages. Oh wow, you're from there? That's where you live or what? Oh, that's cool, man. I've been to Denver. I never lived there, but I want to move, dude. I want to move to Florida, but anywhere else I can move if there's good places to rent that aren't expensive. If Denver has got some good places to rent that isn't too expensive, like any good low income housing or something like that, then I would move there and we could like, dude, we could go into the mountains. We could search there. That would be cool as hell, dude. Maybe we should plan that if we can. But I don't know how I mean, you know the cost of living up there, so I don't know that. But I wouldn't mind, dude. I wouldn't mind, like, we kick it out in the mountains and just, have a good time. That'd be awesome, dude. Yeah, I'll bet you, dude. I've been to Denver. I've been through there. JA, are you serious? You live in a van? You live by a river? Are you close to the mountains, Octopus? Hey, Octopus, since you know that area, could you try to look for some low income and I'll see what I could do on my end? See about I'll move there, shoot. I do want to go to Florida, but I want to I would move to Denver if it meant hanging out with somebody and looking for that treasure chest in Colorado, or we go on some trips. JA, are you serious? Wow. How's the van life, dude? Like, you like it? Laugh my ass off. No, man, I was talking about the. Oh, Jay's comment. He said, I live in a van. Oh, down by the river. Chris Farley, SNL. Oh. Oh, you like it? Okay. Yeah, some people do that. They live in a van and then they'll go to like what is it, temp jobs, and they'll work there. And I wouldn't doubt it would be fun. You go to like certain places that let you shower and stuff. Like Walmart has stuff like that, I think. I wouldn't mind, dude. I really wouldn't mind going, like, saving up enough money to where I live in an RV and travel with somebody or a few people. Prefer to travel. I need to find some ladies. I would travel with them. Shit. But I would travel with whoever in an RV and just go across the country, man. Working at temp services. That would be awesome. CMC, have you taken the red pill yet, gamer? Laugh out loud. Man, could you please YouTube search Chris Farley and Ben down by the river? You talking about like right now or later? Have you actually never seen that before? I've never seen it. Down by the river? Van down by the river? That's funny. I don't know if I could post it. I mean, I couldn't probably do it right now though, but I'll have to check it out sometime. Uh, because copyright. If I wouldn't be able to do it. Then you have to. I can't do it because of copyright. Oh, alrighty. Someone disliked the video. They're probably not too patient. Um, Octopus, would you be able to, whenever you got the time, can you check out, like, see if Denver has anything like that, like low income or something, or any good housing, anything like that? Because I'll go there if it's not so expensive or something. If I could find someone to stay with that's you know not gonna screw me over. You're the only one that I know there though, and you probably got a full house, so it's all good. But what do you think is it? CMC. I have videos on that. Part one, part two. If you don't mind checking those videos out, you can check them out now, or you can check them out after the live stream. But I go into a little bit of detail about what I think it is. I'll brief it. I'll make it brief. There's homeless people roaming around everywhere. It's pretty tough to find a living space in this area. Only reason I have one is because of my job. I see what you're saying. CMC. What it is Forrest and his treasure. Because if you think about it, I just got this too. Now that you mentioned that. Okay, you got Forrest having gone alone in there with this treasure. Um, begin it. It is previously mentioned. I have gone alone in there. I, Forrest Fenn and his treasure. And then the word with, the word it is in with. So they're together, I and the treasure. Um, keep my secret where IT, I, IT or I guess, or IT, I don't know, IT. But look, begin it, where he started. That's where he is with his treasure, and take it. But after here, he's not anywhere there. The word it ain't there. From there, it's. I don't know if that's suggesting that Forrest in his treasure, or if this is a different kind of it's. But you keep going down. Terrace can't with. There's it there. If my treasure. So why is it that I must go? He must go and leave my trove for all to seek. There's MT, Montana, my trove. The answer is I already know. I've done it, tired, and now I'm weak. Notice it's past tense. I've done it, tired. He's with his treasure in this one, but it's past tense. It's where he's already been with his treasure. So hear me all and listen good. Your effort will be worth the cold. If you're brave and in the wood, I give you title to the gold. Anytime he's mentioning it, it's talking about him and his treasure. So that's what I think it is. Testified other cops. He was a cop and good at his job. It grief. Octopus, was that you that Was that you that made that call? But he committed the ultimate sin and testified against other cops gone bad. Was that you, Octopus? Don't lie, dude. Was that you that posted that? Not posted that, but called a gypsy's kiss? That was hilarious, dude. I was like, who is this guy? Who is this Joker? You can't say or what? What? That was you, dude. You're giving yourself away. I don't remember. Yeah, you're funny. That was you, liar. I was giving you a hard time. Oh, I got these other books because some people say there's there's 8 parts of speech. And there's 9 parts of speech. So check this out. Not only do I got this bad boy right here, I got this one. Heath, Grammar, and Composition with a Process Approach to Writing. Excuse me. And Guide to Modern English. I don't care what nobody says. These books are they're relics to me, man. Old books are relics. They're holy, dude. Copyright 1963. Previous copyright 1960, 1955. This one is copyright 1990. The sentence, chapter 1, nouns and pronouns. Verbs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Simple, compound, complex sentences, sound sentences, complements, parts of speech review. I'm going to look that up, though. How many parts of speech? How many parts of speech? Hold on. Because I've heard there was 8 and then there was 9. How many parts of speech are there? 8 parts of speech. I thought there was 9. There are 8 parts of speech in the English language. Noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. The part of speech indicates how the word functions in meaning as well as grammatically within the sentence. What are the 9 parts of speech, though? It says 8 parts, but then over here it says 9. Nouns, the bread. Verbs, the meat. Pronouns, the type of bread. Adverbs, the type of meat. Adjectives, the butter. Conjunctions, the cheese. Articles, the mayo. Prepositions, the lettuce. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Language sandwich, that's pretty cool. I like this. Wow. Boy, this stuff looks good, though. 9 parts of speech. Interjections, the mustard. Okay, so there's 9. Nouns, verbs, pronouns, adverbs, adjectives, conjunctions, articles, and prepositions and interjections. Wow. So I'm gonna go to, because we've been doing this 35 minutes, so I'm gonna go back to teaching the grammar, learning with y'all. Okay, what is style? Actually, let me start off where we last were. Like, mechanics allow writers to show the grouping in relationship of words. They signal pace and intonation. Best of all, they help you say what you mean clearly and so avoid misunderstanding. So I tell people grammar is so important. What if the end is the beginning, like he had the idea when he was about to die? I don't have Thrill of the Chase book. What does it say about cancer? It's been a while since I've read it. I don't remember, but you said, Mitch, I'm quoting you. What if the end is the beginning? It is, dude. I believe it is. Except for the first clue is the first clue, and then the ninth clue is the end. But you start reading it at the beginning, at the top. The first clue is beginning where one waters halt. As I have gone alone in there, it shows you where he was. You read that first, but you start with the first clue, which is beginning where one waters halt. And you put, what if the end is the beginning, like he had the idea? Mitch, check this out. That word idea right there. I've talked about this. You probably know where I'm going with this. Look at the four corners. I, D, E, hold on, E, A, basically. IDEA, idea. Bottom left, bottom right, top left, idea. Notice it's counterclockwise. You know, what if that was him trying to tell us? Because, you know, clockwise is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What if he was telling us it's counterclockwise? 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Which is part of my theory, though, because he said this is the first clue. And my theory is beginning where one waters halt. It goes clue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way over to 9. He said at the end of his rainbow is the treasure chest. There is no end to a rainbow if you think about it. It's only an end of the rainbow. It only looks like there's an end of a rainbow because it goes into the ground and then that's when it stops. But if you've looked at, if you spread the hose up in the sky at the right angle, the sun hits it, you'll see a full circular rainbow. There is no end. So I'm wondering if that's what he's saying. It's circular. But what if those are the four corners and it spells out idea, and he said you have to think the right thoughts. What are thoughts? They're ideas. What if you have to go counterclockwise? 9, 8, 7, 6. You start with the first clue, and because look, 9, and then you're starting 1, 2, 3. But what if you're drawing this, but you start over here? He says start at the first clue. What if you solve those, but to get to the place, you had to go in the opposite order, you know? Because title belongs at the top, and you read it from the top to the bottom. So what if you had to go title, and then all the way down? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Because you're supposed to follow the clues in consecutive order, but you start with the first clue. But he said, check this out, I just got this too. This is mind-blowing, you guys. The people have solved the first 2 clues and found it. Not found it, walked right past the other 7, or walked past the treasure chest. Now, he says several people have solved the first 2 clues. So what if, hold on, dang it, I'm losing my train of thought. They solved the first 2, but they had to keep continuing it. What if, hold on, dang it. They walked right past it when they solved the first 2. Now, you would think you go solving, okay, I remember what I was going to say. You would think solving it all the way takes you to the 9th clue, and then you find it. But what if you had to not retrace your step, but go back? You start here, and it takes you to the first clue. He said they're in consecutive order, so consecutive is like 1, 2, 3, right? With no gaps. Or is it 3, 2, 1? Can 3, 2, 1 be in consecutive order? The corners. I know. Okay. Mitch, you need to get the book. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let me look up the I'm gonna get the poem, the map poem. Okay, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. He had the idea when he was about to die. Warm waters halt when you die. He also said contiguous, which means they are all touching, connected. That's why I believe I. He's also said that if you only. I'm reading what Octopus is saying. That's why I believe he's also said that if you only had the first clue, you couldn't work out where warm waters halt. He was definitely without the rest of the clues. Definitively without the rest of the clues. What are you talking about, though? Octopus, so in my mind, it seems that they're all solved together in some way. What do you mean by that? What I think is. Here's the poem. Okay, let me go. Boom, right here, look. That's the ninth clue, but, what if the first clue, let's say these are the first two clues, what if those are to help this solve this right here? What if they was encrypted somehow, some way in here, and all these other 8, by solving this one, you by solving what this clue is, finding out what it is, you apply that to this, apply the second one, and by the time you apply the 8th one, it reveals where this is at in there, What if that's how you gotta solve those 9 clues? Yes, sir, I'm actually really shocked to hear you don't have the book with the other things I've seen you say. Solve one after another. Now, is consecutive like can consecutive be 3, 2, 1? Hold on a second. Okay. I'm charging my phone while I'm doing this, so. Consecutive, hold on. Consecutive. I want to get me an eraser board. Following, oh, you know what, consecutive order. Octopus. Dude, if we could do that, if we do end up doing that deal, one of the things I'm probably gonna do is get an eraser board. That way I could just put it on the wall and just talk about stuff through an eraser board. That would be so good. Read the thrill of the chase. You'll notice the hints go in almost a circular fashion. I have a video about it, and I also believe there's weight to the counterclockwise thing you were saying as well. He said all 3 C's, consecutive, contiguous, chronological. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I've read The Thrill of the Chase, and the things that seem to stand out is warm waters. Like where warm waters halt is 32 degrees, I believe. And what do you call it? He talks about hot water or boiling water, which I think those are like hints. Because when he mentions water there, he ends up talking about like cold water or something. And when I read that, that's the only thing I can think of is that's where the subtle hints are, is the water thing. Best WWH I have is It's a Lake because it's the first 2 words in the poem backwards. Yeah, Mitch, I remember you saying that before. Read the wiki for It's a Lake. Makes sense. Freezing point 32. Yeah, don't worry about temperature. But see, This is what I want to know. Look at this. This is why I think temperature has to do with it. He said first clue is this. Beginning where warm waters halt. Now when you look at the thing I was telling you about, the 32 degrees, you got the 3 on the right, the 2 on the right. I've said this before, I know. Begin it. That's a two-letter word, so there's 2 points. Where? Here. Boom, boom. Now, I looked up the word halt. It means stop temporarily. Something to this effect of stop temporarily and continue. So, begin it where warm waters halt, and where warm waters are doing this. They're halting and taking it in the canyon down. So, right underneath is H-O. So you're right here where warm waters halt and taking it in the canyon down. I think the reason why I can't shake this feeling that it's temperature-wise is because it spells home on the 4 corners. And an architect will draw something like this for a home. Now, y'all want to see something? Hold on a second. Let me think about this right quick. You guys want to see? I have not said anything. I want to know in the chat if you guys are ready for this. I have not shared this before. I was going to share it. It is pretty crazy about the Homer Brown. I wasn't going to share this, but I think I will. But let me know in the chat if you guys are ready for this. I'm going to wait for you guys in the chat. Just write the word ready if you're ready. Because once I get all y'all saying you're ready, I'm gonna go straight to it. But you guys gotta actually write in the chat, because I mean I'd be saying some stuff for people like, hey, say this in the chat, let me know in the chat, and they just either ignore it or you're either away from the computer or wherever you're at. Okay, you got Mitch. CMC, you ready? Octopus, you ready? I don't know if you guys are around your computer, so. Okay, check this out. Hold on. Forget that warm waters halt. Okay, look at this. I've talked about this Homer Brown right here. H-O. And then you scroll down. M-E. 4 corners of brown. It's written in brown. Check this out. This is mind-blowing. You go to canyon, because notice it says in the canyon down. I was skipping canyon. In the canyon. I was thinking in the canyon down. But what if it's all 3? In the canyon. O. Now you skip this letter. What's the next letter? Boom. F. Home of Brown. Look at this. B-R-O-W-N. Check this shit out, dude. Mind-blowing. B. Now you scroll down in the same file. B. R. And don't forget, everything is written in brown in the poem. B-R-O. What are these 2 letters? Brown. Isn't that fucking amazing? And anybody that says that's a coincidence, that's bullshit. H-O-M-E, 4 corners, of, and then parallel to the F of is brown, capital B. R-O-W-N. And it says put in below. You put I-N. Because put in. Put in. I-N. Below. This is the home of Brown. Below the home of Brown. Put in, or put the letter in below the home of Brown. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Isn't that fascinating as fuck, though? Not a coincidence. Home of brown all the way down. I swear, something about that though. And once you draw the blaze, it's either like 9 letters that convert to numbers, I think. Yeah, dude, octopus, that is just mind blowing, man. I don't think it's a coincidence. I really don't. Because look at the poem. Capital B. See, he put it like this to disguise it. But he says, I felt like an architect. And you look at that tennis racket. He said there's hints in Too Far to Walk. Look at that tennis racket. It's a grid. Look at this. It's a kid could do this, dude. It's a grid. Like a tennis racket. He is an intelligent human being. That's really nice, but how does it help? That's really cool. It just feels like something else is missing still. Or maybe it's the way the lines are supposed to be drawn. Or maybe it's the way the lines are supposed to be drawn. I don't think it's a coincidence either. Mitch, how does that help? I believe that exact thing. He absolutely disguised it by the way the poem looks. Yes, it helps you like this. If this is just the beginnings, this is just like the framework of it. This is just a start. This whole poem, if you solve it, you're going to be drawing a blaze. It's going to somehow, some way, when you look at the blaze, whatever the blaze is, it's going to reveal a location. Like I said in that one video, one live stream, what if it was like this letter, let's just say it like this. What would it all mean? Say we finished solving this thing and all we had to do was do this. Boom. Get these 9 letters. Okay, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But say let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just say this was solving it. Say these letters are all the numbers. You translate this to 9. I is 9th letter. S is 19. E is 5. 5, 25, 22, 1, 12, and 2. I've been studying number of the alphabet like this for like years, and finally memorized every letter's numerical value. And let's just say you type those numbers in, and it takes you to a spot on Google Maps. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't use that strategy. I'm telling you, dude. How else are you gonna find it? How else are you gonna find the exact location down to the square foot where you're standing right on it? Octopus says, this seems to be almost an entirely different thing than solving the clues. It almost seems like what you're doing is what he intended on us, drawing up to marry to a map on top of the search stage. Can you explain that a little bit about that, Octopus? Like, what do you mean by that? I don't quite understand. Different thing than solving the clues? I think this is part of solving the clues. More possibilities than geysers in Yellowstone, but who knows? It's interesting. Yeah. Yellowstone's one of my I think I wouldn't be surprised if it was in Yellowstone. Didn't he Forrest say that his heart is in Yellowstone? If you guys haven't liked this video, please like it. It'd mean a lot. Oh snap, hold on. Get the hell over there. Live streams being a biatch. Okay. I'm not saying that this is the way to solve it. I'm just saying, as an example, you got a treasure chest that's only a 10 by 10 by 6 or 5 inches. That's going to be in a very small area. You need to be able to pinpoint exactly where that thing is. The only way you're going to be able to do it, how else are you going to be able to do it? He's going to have the numbers somewhere in here, I think, converting these to numbers when you get done solving the blaze. And look up when you go to Google Maps, look at the first left numbers. The first numbers on the left, there's 9 of them. Watch. Hold on a second. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. This is how people have been within 200 feet. They give him, what are they giving him? They're not saying where Warm Waters Halt is here. They're giving him coordinates, geographical coordinates. God, it's taking for freaking ever. See, if he said, oh, well, I found where Warm Waters Halt and it's in Yellowstone. We were here in Yellowstone. You're going to need numbers. You're going to need geographical coordinates to be able to tell him. That's how do you think he knows where they've been? How do you think he's able to know that they've been within 200 feet? Hold on. He knows they've been within 200 feet because they, hold on one second. They've been 200 feet because he knows that because they give him exact coordinates of where they've been. So let me show you guys right quick. I'm gonna zoom away from where I'm at. This will make a lot of sense when I get done. This computer's acting slow, so don't judge me. Okay, more possibly. Okay. Hold on. Computer's acting like a slow piece of shit. I want to beat the fuck out of this computer. So let me okay, let's look at here. It says Viola Township, Illinois. Look at that. 41.795 154. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. But look at the top here. There's 2 numbers followed by a decimal. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You see that? You got 3 numbers here. You piece of shit. You got 2 numbers here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's say the 9 clues give out 9 numbers. You got like a point here, you know, letter here, and when you're drawing 2 X's to X marks the spot, the middle one is the 9th number. And once you do that, once you type that number in your Google Maps, you just look quickly down. You zoom closely down. You know what I'm saying? It makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's not impossible. It's very possible. That's how it's solved. That's how you look quickly down, scrolling down. But it also applies, the look quickly down also applies, it applies to Google Maps, it applies to the poem, and it applies to the location in real life. Hold on. I like to save locations on the map. Oh, you piece of shit. Hold on, give me a second. This thing's acting slow. We need to get back into this grammar book too. This is really going to help us. See, all this stuff makes perfect sense. And Forrest Fenn is this kind of person that would do this kind of stuff. He's a genius. He thinks very intelligently. And this isn't second grade stuff. Notice I'm the only one putting this kind of stuff out, you know? And there's only one solve. Now, I don't know for sure if this is the correct solve, obviously, because I haven't found the treasure chest yet. But it's good thinking. It's at least sharp thinking. It'll sharpen your mind, get you to think. And that's what you want to do. Sharpen your mind. Okay. Hold on. Let me go back and read the comments. My bad. No, I didn't mean you weren't trying to solve the clues. I'm just saying those lines and ways you're finding some of these things almost. Most people ask outside the search about where warmer waters halt, say a geyser. Seem to be what Forrest may have intended on us using on the map. He's always emphasizing to bring a map with you. Yeah. Mitch74, I don't believe where warm waters halt has anything to do with water at all outside of poem. Yeah, I don't. Outside of the poem, I don't think so either. I think in the poem it does. Could be a lot. How to know the right one. WFG. I guarantee if you read The Thrill of the Chase, you won't believe it's in Yellowstone. I've read it. I've read it once through. I'm going back over it and analyzing it and trying to analyze it more. Here's the thing to anyone who's reading this: you must recognize. Hold on. You must recognize the things that are purposely omitted from The Thrill of the Chase. The stuff he isn't saying is probably more important than what he is. The hints all follow the same ebb and flow as well. So with that said, he talks about Yellowstone too much. Never mentions Colorado exactly in the book. Not even one single time. Not saying it's in that state, but worth mentioning, I think. And I've thought that too, Octopus. It's a definite possibility that he's not mentioning it. But what if he's not mentioning it on purpose to make us think it's that? Because in his mind, he could be thinking, well, if I mention Yellowstone a lot and not Colorado, they'll think it's in Colorado and not Yellowstone, so I can give out Yellowstone as a big hint and they would never know. That's very interesting. I think it's a possibility. FF does give us GPS coordinates, but you have to be looking in the correct location first to realize them. Yeah, I agree, CMC. What bugs me about trying to pull GPS coordinates out of the book is that he says there's enough hints in there to lead any normal person to the treasure, and I don't believe most people. Octopus with average intelligence would be capable of retrieving those coordinates. Could be wrong enough. Anything is possible with that book. Hey, can you see where the chest is in the poem? Stay in the poem. What? Hey, you can see where the chest is in the poem. Stay in the poem. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. That's certainly a possibility, Octopus says. But he definitely talks about the other 3 search states in the book, but never Colorado. Now, Octopus, does he talk about Colorado in Too Far to Walk? I want to know if he mentions Colorado. I still can't shake the thought of New Mexico, dude. Oh, excuse me. Because it's the only state with an X, with an idea of putting an X. Well, check this out. I think I just got this too. I just got this idea. I think it's safe to rule out New Mexico. Why? 2 reasons. One, he is there. He did it one afternoon. And what makes me wonder. I kind of can not rule out New Mexico entirely, but I can include New Mexico for a good reason. He lives in Santa Fe. So for him to be able to go to Wyoming, Montana, Colorado, and back without nobody knowing, he's either out on a somewhat maybe like a business trip and his family wasn't going with. Was his wife busy spending time with family and his son and daughter or whoever, his kids, grandkids? were elsewhere doing something, and he decided I'm going to take the treasure chest while they're doing something. And like, let's say he had a business meeting or something, or he was doing something that involved him going out and about while his family would happen to be busy spending time with family. So he had plenty of time. He took the treasure chest. You know, some people wanted to take a look at it. Maybe paid him some money to take a look at it. So he goes from New Mexico to like Wyoming, and maybe visits them, and then, or he visits them without nobody knowing he's got the chest, and he goes and hides it in the mountains somewhere. Um, but the reason why I would rule out New Mexico is because he said, try to solve the poem with the idea of putting an X on the map. There already is an X on the map. Now, are we putting an X over that X? Are we putting an X somewhere here? Or is it safe to rule out New Mexico because it would be obvious, 9 letters long, and an X right in the middle, or close to the middle? Is it safe to rule that out because there's already an X? Why would we need to put an X on the map if there already is one? Osmond Collins, what up? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you don't mind. It's great to see you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you're enjoying this. Hey, you can see where the chest is in the poem. Stay in the poem. Okay, that was Osmond. Okay, I thought it was someone else that wrote that. Okay. Yeah, for sure. That's certainly a possibility. But he definitely talks about the other 3 search days in the book. Okay. Honestly, can't remember at the moment if he ever mentions it in Too Far to Walk. I always try to stick with Thrill of the Chase. The other 2 books are essentially scrapbook stuff. World Famous Gamer, have you researched the book thoroughly? Not yet, CMC. I'm kind of working on that. It's a challenge though, because I memorized this poem. So when I read, I try to look at these words, each word. I pay attention to the word it. I look for anything related to water, temperature. It's so hard to imagine him trusting the government enough to travel across multiple state lines with that kind of loot in his car or truck. Yeah, you got a very good point, Octopus. We also don't know necessarily if he left from his house in Santa Fe or some other place they could have been staying for the week. Yeah. Are you talking about Octopus? Are you talking about, and gosh dang it, I need to start getting into this book because that's what this is about, grammar. Y'all are distracting me. I'm gonna have to kick your asses. I'm just kidding, but are you saying like they went on a little excursion or adventure out there, like him and his wife and his kids or whatever, and he took the chest without them knowing? Laugh out loud. Octopus, are you thinking that he took the treasure chest with them when they went out camping and they didn't know it? He hid it in one afternoon though. And what are you doing out there without your family? I mean, yeah, he is 79, he was 79, 80 years old at the time. But I want to know, where was he living at the time, though? He wasn't at the house he was at, right? Does it say where he was living at all? Was he in New Mexico? How long has he been in New Mexico for? Anybody know? From this day right now, how long has he been staying in New Mexico? Yeah, basically I'm saying as small as it is, maybe he hid it in some luggage and then somehow grabbed it while they were distracted. It's far-fetched, I know. I don't know. I don't see it as far-fetched. He was living in Santa Fe when he hid the treasure. But was he living in the same house since the 70s? Alamo Rose, what up? What's going on, baby doll? How you doing, sweetheart? Welcome back. I'm so sorry I had to cut the channel live stream short because I had this scheduled to go out. Hold on a second. I had it scheduled to go and hang out with some people, and my ride showed up. Hold on, give me a second. Okay. And I had to take off, so Thank you guys for understanding and thank you for your patience. I almost didn't go. Hi, Oz. He's been in New Mexico since the 70s? It's useful to research the thrill of the chase. It is. Hi, Elmo. Octopus. I won't call you. It freezes. WFG. Thanks, Alamo. This stream just got more interesting. It did, CMC. Big D. No problem. Laugh out loud. You could call him Pencil D. No, I'm just playing Octopus. That's funny. It did get just get more interesting. Um, I got a favor though, you guys. I'm gonna start telling a story, and I want to get people involved. Like I want to get them to watch it. Like when I live stream, I'm gonna do a specific way. Let me know if you guys are interested. Message me or something. I'm serious about this. So I want y'all to let me know if you're interested in hearing the story when I live stream. If so, I'm gonna probably do it. Maybe not today, but tomorrow I'm gonna try it and see how well I do. The end is ever drawing nigh as the sled on a typewriter moving to the left. After each letter, Forrest's typewriter was a Underwood. Number 5, there is an Underwood private airport in 44 Wyoming, Douglas. Very interesting stuff, Mitch. I want to get a story going about me trying to, like, a story about me solving it and then like an adventure on going to it and then see stuff happens and like suspenseful stuff and just get people hooked into it. It's going to be good. Oh, excuse me. If I could do it just right. But are you guys interested? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat, please. I'm going to get some water. Give me a second. Did you guys... Okay. Okay. Hold on. Please let me know in the chat. I have to jump out for a few minutes. I'll be back soon. Okay, Octopus. I'm gonna give you all time to respond in the chat. Are you guys interested in the story? It's not at the art gallery. I've been there myself. Took me there to a headstone in the front of the gallery that had brown on it. I metal detected it. I've been here since 2012. Alamo Rose, who are you responding to? You said yes, please spill it. What you mean? I don't know who you're talking to, so I'm trying to get enough, like an audience. I really want to get an audience and just do this. Okay. Alamo, are you on Facebook by any chance? If so, I get on there from time to time. And if you are on there, I can contact you there easier than anywhere. Because I'm on there more than I'm on YouTube, but I'm on there quite a bit sometimes. Oh, you're good. Hold on. Is there a way to actually contact you to let you know when I'm live streaming? I'm checking to see if you got a mail. mail email address or something. Hurry up. Oh, this damn thing's so fucking slow. It pisses me off. How do I contact you? Because I want to, like, let y'all know. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put you as my contact so I can contact you. That way we can chat on there sometimes. I'm going to probably start it tomorrow. I'm probably going to do some writing before I start it in the first part. Hold on, give me a second. Y'all have to forgive me. This computer is so freaking slow. Once I get my new computer, once I get a new computer, I won't have this problem. I'm gonna get a new phone, and I'm gonna live stream 1080. I mean, it's gonna be badass. Alamo, I'm writing you a message now, just so you know. I'm putting like, how are you? How are you? I put, hey, how are you? Just so you know. I'm gonna go back to live streaming. While going alone in the air, you will pass Arrowhead Lake, Moon Lake, Meadowlark Lake, Red Mountain, Black Mountain, Green Mountain, and many more related locations. No paddle because we're still flying. Just heavy loads and water high, deep. Seen from above, we are still flying to Underwood. You had to be wise to find the blaze. WFG, have you worked on tenses in the poem? We did, right? The past tense verb versus present. Not yet. We're still in the first chapter. We're almost done with the first chapter of this grammar book. And I know it's been an hour, 18 minutes, and I'm supposed to be getting back into this book. So after I'm done reading these comments, I'm going to go back into the book because we're going to go through this whole book. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am because it's really fun. I really enjoy this. Having y'all's company here, it just means so much. And I hope you guys are excited. See you, Osman. Osman, I'm going to subscribe to you. Please subscribe back. I hope you guys are planning on doing this whole thing with me, this grammar ninja stuff. We'll get to tenses. It's not there yet. I got 2 other books, Alamo, on grammar. Very, very good books. Very good books. I'm gonna get into those 2 because I really want to be a what I call a grammar ninja, more sophisticated than grammar Nazi. Mitch, the book will be useful to you. Nobody uses poetry to help with the poem. Wise is the keyword. It means in the picture. The blaze is in a picture in Thrill of the Chase. And at a bell, look quickly down from above to see the blaze, a river, and a forest form a bell. So now that we land our plane at Underwood Private Airport in Douglas, Wyoming, we drive to the blaze and end up at a place called Rainbow End at North Laramie River. Mitch, I think the 9 I think the 9 clues are within half a mile of each other. I think once you get to the first 2 clues, like, hold on, let me go here. let's say in on this page, in and style are the first two clues in their two locations. Within 500 feet, the 9 clues are in, and it takes you to the location. Like it's circular. It's open world, not linear. Digital treasure maps, awesome. I can't. Inside the bell blaze is a wheel, a ladder, a box, and a dead stick man. That's my first thought. Digital treasure maps. My Warm Waters Halt is kind of difficult to explain. Like Kiwi's Road, My Life Story, Specialized Knowledge. Now we're learning grammar. This is just us learning grammar. Well, trying to learn grammar. 2 hours or 1 hour late. With the respect, Mitch, with respect, the only thing I like about that solve is Rainbow Inn. Where Warm Waters Halt is, I believe it's 32 degrees. You would have to read watch my other videos. But I'm going to start going to this grammar stuff because this is what's really going to help us. But I mean, you guys continue chatting and stuff. I'm going to try to learn some more grammar because that's what this series is about, is learning grammar so we could solve this poem a lot better. What is style? In life, personal style is that essential je ne sais quoi that distinguishes Iman from Roseanne, Ethel Merman from Pee Wee Herman. People with style can wear white shoes after Labor Day and not get arrested by the style police. They never have lipstick on their teeth, toilet paper on their heels, or rings around their collars. Heck, they don't even have to wear colors to look sharp. Personal style is the way you dress, walk, and talk to make an impression on those you meet. In writing, style is an author's distinctive way of writing. Style is made up of elements such as word choice, sentence length, and structure. Notice the word structure. Punctuation, figures of speech, and tone. Writers might change their style for different kinds of writing and to suit different audiences. Notice what Forrest Fenn did in his poem. He suits all what do you call it? All the audience. He writes it in such a way where everybody can get into it. It's not for like specific type of people. It's for everybody of all ages. Writers might change. Okay. In poetry, for example, writers might use more imagery than they would use in prose, non-poetry. A writer's style is his or her distinctive way of writing. I don't think Mitch, I don't think your solve is that far out either. I think it's pretty interesting, very interesting actually. Kiwi, right on, just stepped in. Thanks for catching me up. Where Warm Waters Halt is bathing spot. A child has ultimate power to change the temperature of it. I don't know. I think I have other videos like Homer Brown Revealed is one of my videos in my video list. After this stream, if you want, you can check it out. What's interesting is where Warm Waters Halt can mean 32 degrees. Why do I think that? Because why would you have the words not hot, NOT, HOT, right next to begin at where Warm Waters Halt? Look how close that is. Why would you have that? It had nothing to do with temperature. It says warm. Warm is not is warm. It's not hot or cold. It's both. So you begin it where it stops being, it's 32 degrees. 3 plus 2 is 5. You got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots. Connect those dots so you could draw a star, which is a blaze. Brown is 5 letters long. Blaze is 5 letters long. And water high could mean 212 degrees, which 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. Because your hands are warm, yeah. But see, this is another interesting idea I just thought of. This, I believe, right here is the ninth clue, where it actually is. Because notice, warm. You notice, you ever played a hot, cold game? If you're getting close to it, they say you're warm, you're getting warmer, you're warmer. This is next to it. So what if you're warm? And look at down over here. Cold. It's far away in location. Like on this is a map. He said this is cold. This is warm because it's close to the solve. The solve is in here. This is the location of it. Yeah, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then to 9. But cold could be, that clue could be like far away from here. It's a map. He did say it's a map. Sorry, I'm shaky. I'm tired. Dang, it's already 5:02. I might be going to sleep in a little bit, y'all. So, because I'm getting tired again. But not just yet. But he said, what was it? People have solved the first 2 clues and walked right past it. So these first 2 clues, this is why I believe it's temperature, not hot. That means it's cold. So where do warm waters stop being warm? When they start getting cold. And this is the 9th, I believe this is the 9th clue. Even the word treasures is 9 letters long. Very interesting the way he did this. I just can't stress that enough. Alamo says, then where is it extra hot in the poem? The blaze of fire. Yeah, the blaze. But see, it says not hot, and it's right next to warm waters. I find that fascinating. See you next time, Digital. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you don't mind. Oh, snap. Hold on. When it comes to writing style, the head Winnie at the roast was New Yorker writer E.B. White. In the summer of 1957, while revised and reissued a slender writing guide book he had used at Cornell, written by his professor William. Hold on a second. When it comes to writing style, the head weenie at the roast was New Yorker writer E.B. White in the summer of 1957. White revised. Okay, I misread that word. That's why. See, it stresses my point. Communication is key. You got to understand what the hell you're reading. White revised and reissued a slender writing guidebook he had used at Cornell, written by his professor William Strunk. Fewer than 100 pages long, the book has never been out of print since, and with good cause. It's a honey. Blaze, what's the room's thoughts of types of blazes to people who fish? I don't think blaze has anything to do with fishing. He said pay attention to nouns. You got to pay attention to the definition and how many, counting the letters. Architects work with numbers. Well, I can't wait till I find this dang thing. Is this going to really... People are going to be like blown away when they see how intricate this thing is. How detailed. If only poetry could help. But poetry is involved with grammar, so it's like you gotta have a good foundation with words. You gotta know words. Forrest Fenn knows words. He's a genius with words. He's told people, well, what does this mean? And they say this. He's like, no, it means this, because he's studied that dictionary. A civil tongue, standards for effective communication. Good writing and speaking meets 5 basic standards. It's clear, complete, correct, efficient, and effective. Just like this poem we're reading. Here are some examples. Now, what you guys about to see is actually, I think it backs up what I'm saying about this poem. It's actually clear, complete, correct, and efficient, and effective. Everything you're about to read about the standards for effective communication is actually in the poem. I'm going to read this again. Good writing and speaking meets 5 basic standards. And these are basic standards. It's clear, complete, correct, efficient, and effective. Here are some examples. Clear. The reader gets the meaning you, the writer, intended. There's no ambiguity or guesswork. Everyone's on the same page. I cover issues of clarity in chapter 19. Now, concerning the poem, it's common sense not everybody's on the same page, you know? His ideas are matching chapters. That's interesting, Alamo. Octopus has ideas on matching chapters in the book to words in the poem. I'll have to check that one out. But when we're talking about this poem, you know, people they're not on the same page with this poem. They all have their different solves. But if we are to solve this thing, we have to be on the same page as Forrest. And I can't stress that enough. We have to be on the same page. If Forrest Fenn was reading this book, page 11, chapter 1, are you gramophobic? If Forrest Fenn's on this page and we're over here, like on this page, 61, on chapter 5, we're not on the same page. If he's reading it and we're trying to read along, we're not going to understand what he's saying. So, everything he says about his poem that he knows, we should look up those words, figure out what those words mean, and try to apply those principles to what he's saying. The principle, meaning the definition of those words, of what he says to do, those are the principles to solving this poem. We got to be on the same page as Forrest Fenn and not misinterpret it or privately interpret it. We can't go by what we think. We got to go by what it says. We can only go by the facts. Perspectives. I like sharing the same perspectives of people. It makes my bigger picture easier to put together. Same perspectives of people. I like sharing the same perspectives of people. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Kiwi. Warm Water Hall is more difficult than some of the matchups. Yeah, it is. Star-Hearted Men, Halt, 10,000 Waves. Alamo Rose, what are you talking about? What do you mean? We got to be on the same page, though. Forrest Fenn it seems like it's not clear, but the more we try to see it the way he sees it, that's when things will start clearing up. You know what I'm saying? The reader gets the meaning you, the writer, let's say Forrest Fenn, intended. But he's made it very difficult, so we're not going to exactly get the meaning he's intended until we start thinking like him, being on the same page. There's no ambiguity or guesswork. And with the poem, that stands correct. There's no guesswork. everyone's on the same page. If we're solving it the way it should be solved, we're on the same page as Forrest. I cover issues of clarity in chapter 19. Okay, complete. The second standard is complete. Good writing is the bun and the beef. The reader gets the complete package. With effective communication, readers have everything they need to evaluate the message and act on it. See part 5 for the issues. Everything they need to evaluate the message and act on it. So everything you need is in the poem to act on solving it. And Forrest Fenn has said that himself. 10,000 waves where the water is much warmer. Oh, I still don't get it. TTOTC is CMC. What do you mean? Thrill of the chase is what? Kiwi says connect. Oh, yeah. Everything you need. Yeah, but the poem, everything you need to solve the poem is in the poem. I'm finding all this stuff myself. When I start, I'm looking at it more so as a reliable source to solving itself. The poem, everything you need is in the poem to solve. Everything you need to solve that poem is in the poem. And the more I look at it and rely on it to solve itself, then the more ideas I get. It's mind-blowing. To connect my warm waters, had to dip his toe in my warm water. If I was 13 in Yellowstone and loved bathing in the fire hole, I would love the solitude of I would love the solitude. I would love the solitude. So would Forrest dip his toe in my warm waters? Who knows? But like I said, this Forrest Fenn poem is complete. And it's correct. Correct. Okay. The writing, these are the standards for effective communication. Correct is the third standard. The writing is free from errors in grammar, usage, and mechanics. There are no bloopers in such areas as spelling. No bloopers in such areas as spelling, capitalization, word order, and sentence structure. All this is covered in parts 2, 3, and 4. But you notice, you look at that one, the poem with the map, everything's capitalized on the left side, even when it shouldn't be. So what Forrest has done is basically broken the rules and capitalized where he shouldn't. But I think he's also, it says something. He's not doing it just to throw you off. He's doing it for a reason. He's probably broken a lot of the rules, a lot of these rules in the poem, but it's not in vain. It's not because he just felt like breaking them. He's doing it for a reason. He's constructed this poem to where it's done like an architectural blueprint, but along with principles of breaking the rules in the grammar, the grammar rules. He's breaking the grammar rules on purpose, but not just because. He's doing it to, as part of his, how do you say it? As part of the blueprint. As part of the solution. River bathing is best, chapter 5, and too far to walk. The warm waters that ran off his childhood back ran down the Firehole River and halted on the Madison. See, a lot of that stuff, y'all, seems like it's, what do you call it? Specialized knowledge, though. It seems like that to me. I don't know if it is or not. Okay, efficient is the fourth standard. The words are arranged on the page to save the reader time. And that's basically what Forrest has done. Saved us time. He's made it kind of short and sweet. Not really short. He's put a lot of words, but it's like, it's 6 stanzas. It's not 40 or 20 or 32. It's just 6 of them. Just short 4-line stanzas. Really simple. Um, the words are arranged on the page to save the reader time, which is what the poem does. The layout, which it does in a way, because you do end up spending a lot of time trying to solve that thing. So in a way, it's kind of seems short and sweet. Each stanza is 4 lines, but overall, the whole thing is complex, complicated, very difficult to solve. Which is crazy how he does that. The layout is clear and crisp, so the message is easy to track, which I think that does ring true for the poem. It is clear and crisp, but it's also complex because it's done the way it's done. Here are the top. Oh wait, here are the top two of page arrangement: organization and visual impact. You'll learn all about these considerations in part 6. Effective. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth basic standard for effective communication. And the fifth one is effective. Because all the ducks are in a row, effective writing conveys a positive image of the writer and his or her company, organization, or group. Because it treats the reader with consideration. Good writing creates good feelings too. See part 6 for more on this. Cultural considerations are very important to effective writing in speech. Americans, for instance, value direct appeals. Check out any of our advertisements and you'll see what I mean. The Japanese, in contrast, prefer subtle messages where the point must be inferred. Okay, the least you need to know. Grammar is a branch of linguistics that deals with the form of structure or structure of words. So you think of a tree, because they did use the word branch. Think of a tree. A tree is the major part of the tree. It's rooted into the ground. The branches aren't rooted into the ground. They're indirectly rooted to the ground by being attached to that tree. So linguistics is language, but what grammar is the branch of that language that deals with the form and structure of words, the parts of speech that word is. So you got the poem, which is like the tree, but the grammar of that poem is the branches. What each word is: noun, predicate, subject, verb, object, direct object, indirect object, adverb, adjective, verb, articles. Those are the branches of that poem. This is like, say this is the poem. Those are the things connected to it that break down the poem and show how it's constructed. Even though a branch technically doesn't show you how. I don't know. You got the tree, and then you got the branches. It doesn't. How do I want to say this? Okay, if the tree is rooted in something bad, the branches, if it's like say it's a fruit tree, the branches will have corrupt fruit, Kind of reminds me in the Holy Bible where Jesus was talking about how if a tree bear forth good fruit, then it's a good tree. A bad tree will bear forth bad fruit. So the grammar, what was it? The branches of a tree shows whether the tree is good or not based on what it looks like. If the leaves are dying, then there's something in that tree that's dying. So the grammar of a particular sentence, or the grammar, if it's bad grammar, then the one who constructed the sentence doesn't know good grammar. Their knowledge isn't that well based off of what you see them writing. If it's incorrect grammar, then basically the branches are showing you, hey, that tree is good. tree is not good. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me. I know, I know you guys probably understand what I'm saying, but I like to draw things out. Oh snap! You gotta say this is a. Oh, here we go. Say this is the story, but the grammar is bad. If the grammar is bad, then the person who wrote the grammar, let's just say this is the person, their knowledge in their mind is not fully educated. I'm guessing not fully educated in grammar. See, these sentences in this what do you call it, paragraph, if the grammar is incorrect, now if they're joking around and just incorrectly doing it on purpose, then obviously they're joking around for whatever reason. But if they're sincerely writing this and the grammar is incorrect, it shows you the fruits of their knowledge, basically. That their grammar, they're not fully educated in grammar. They don't know the rules of grammar. You guys in the chat? So, it's like a tree. You know, the branches. This will be the paragraph, and if it's rooted in good grammar, then the branches show the grammar. If the paragraph is rooted in good grammar, the branches, which is the grammar, will show. If that makes any sense. This will be like your communication, your ability to communicate. The grammar, if it's good, will show that you have a good, effective way to communicate. You're rooted in solid principles. Your effective speech is grounded in solid principles. If that makes any sense. So it's very good to have knowledge of grammar. I mean, extremely good. Like I said before, some companies hire only people that know grammar very well. It could be the difference between an awesome paying job or a normal paying job, just for knowing this stuff. And it takes practice. It's not going to be overnight. I read that later on in this book. How to base my perspective. Forrest 2.0. My little skeleton friend and his treasure. If my perspective can match his by his thoughts and stories. Homer Brown is not related to any structure. I keep hearing the noise, dang it. Y'all getting anything out of this, what I'm reading? Does it make any sense at all? Why I think grammar is important to solving this poem? Knowing what each word means? I'm just wondering. It's helping me, though. I mean, I'm hoping it helps you guys, but it's helping me big time. Awesome, Alamo. I'm glad. Wait, Alamo, are you responding to me, or I'm assuming you're responding to me? Okay, Mitch. I'm assuming Alamo and Mitch. I'm assuming both you guys. Hold on. Oh, okay, thanks, Alamo. I'm glad y'all are learning. I'm learning. It's a real blessing. I've been obsessed with grammar since about 2015, was it? I watched this guy, and Carl Weber has this. I'll have to try to remember the series. It's a grammar series, but someone had it on YouTube. You know what? Let me see if I can look it up. Actually, his name is Carl Weber. Is this Chinese guy, and he does English grammar though. But the way he speaks, y'all, I'm telling you, the way this man speaks is so perfect. It's just mind blowing. I think the words and description of words help paint a picture that people share. The nouns are reverence for him. That's a good point, Kiwi. I think so too. Like descriptions, yeah, they do. Words paint a picture. They really do paint a picture. Uh, um, hold on a second. The way this guy speaks is mind blowing. There he is. Check this out. Oh snap! Check this guy out for a little bit. Hold on. Oh, dude, I'm gonna have to subscribe to this guy. He is cool. Carl Weber, right there. Okay, I'm gonna show the other video.
Hi, I'm Carl Weber.
Check this guy out.
This is the second video in my series about becoming a successful business book author. I've spent over 30 years in publishing, both inside publishing houses as an editor and publisher, and also as a freelance writer, editor, and consultant, serving authors and agents. I've contributed to the success of dozens.
Pay it. You see how this guy talks? I mean, he just perfectly speaks. It's mind blowing.
Of popular business books, including many bestsellers on topics ranging from leadership and management to strategy and marketing, from finance and investing to...
This guy right here is the one who really got me back into grammar, dude. I'm telling you, he really inspired the hell out of me to to learning how to construct sentences like perfectly.
entrepreneurship and career development. It's been a fun ride.
Check out this video right here. Hold on.
In the first video in this series, I explained 6 reasons why you might want to consider becoming a business book author.
Okay, check this video out. I'm not going to go through it because it's like 10 minutes long, but I'm going to go to the original videos I wanted to share with y'all. This right here, English grammar, parts of a sentence, video aided instruction. Very well worth it. This guy right here, these are new videos. Like, I mean, new to me. They're 2 years old, but this stuff right here, these videos, is the one I'm talking about where this guy, just pay attention to the way he talks and the way he uses his grammar. It's just mind blowing. He's got a video aided instruction English series. I would recommend buying it. If I had the money, I would buy it. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But this was years, like 2015. Was it 4 years ago? 5 years ago? I came across one of these videos. I was wanting to learn grammar. And so I looked up some videos and I came across this guy and it was just, he was cool. Check this out though.
Hi, I'm Carl Weber. Welcome to Video Aided Instructions English Grammar Series. This is the sentence structure program. Now we know what a sentence is, and we also know what the 4 basic kinds of sentences are. But let's take a step back. Remember that the topic for this program is sentence structure. Now, structure refers to the way anything is constructed or built or made. For example, a house is a structure that's made out of wood, bricks, and other materials. What is a sentence constructed from? Well, of course, the most basic unit is the word. But before we talk about individual words, we need to talk about some of the bigger parts that go to make up the structure of a sentence. In particular, there are 2 big parts into which most sentences can be divided. These 2 main parts are the subject and the predicate. Let's talk about each in a little more detail. The subject tells what the sentence is talking about.
Yeah.
Now, the subject of a sentence may be only 1 word long, or it may include a number of words. In any case, the single most important word in the subject is the simple subject. The other words in the subject are there to give more information about the simple subject. And we'll see an example in a moment. The subject then is one part of the sentence, and the rest of the sentence, whatever is not part of the subject, is considered part of the predicate,
Predicate,
which
yeah.
is the other main building block of a sentence. The predicate describes something that
You guys see what I'm talking about? The way he talks is just so, it's like perfect. It's freaking awesome. I could listen to this guy talk for like millions of years. He's so precise with
the
how he
subject
speaks.
is or does. The most important word in the predicate is called
The
the
verb.
verb.
Yeah.
A verb is a word that expresses action or state of being.
Now, this is the English grammar parts of a sentence. This is the channel. Go check that channel out to watch the whole video. But that guy's who I'm talking about when I say Carl Weber. Oh snap! Hold on. Just wow. Olive on the river. Laugh out loud, dude. That's hilarious. He was a grammar teacher and good at his job. Yeah, sometimes a word is a noun, Alamo, and you don't even know it. But you guys see what I'm saying? This guy is good. This guy, I mean, I'm telling you, check out that video. It'll just really get you into wanting to learn grammar. Mechi, some of those are antiquated words, even for us. For me as a German, there are many words in the poem I don't understand. Meek, nigh, Terry Scant. You know what's interesting about Terry Scant, Mitch, is that Terry means stay for a little while, but Scant means briefly. So that tells you that you gotta you gotta study each word literally, individually too, because it seems like it's contradicting, but it's not used in just that way. It's used in other ways. The poem is not just used grammatically; it's located where it's at because it's part of a map. So it's serving multiple purposes. Sometimes okay. Terry Scant is not something a modern person uses, but Benjamin Franklin did it in the 1700s. That's interesting, Alamo. Thanks for that. Go back to Oh, okay. Back to the least you need to know. Usage is the customary way we use language in speech and writing. The correct level of usage is the one that is appropriate for the occasion. Now, what they mean by occasion is what we were talking about, level of usage, standard, they have done nothing, standard English, formal, informal, non-standard usage. What we learn right here, the language rank and file, uses, business letters, resumes, cover letters, serious speeches, characteristics. You can pause the video and hold on. You can pause the video and watch or read this. That's what they're talking about. The usage. The customary way we use language in speech and writing. The correct level of usage is the one that is appropriate for the occasion. Mechanics include punctuation, numbers, quotation marks, capitalization, abbreviations, and italics. A writer's style is his or her distinctive way of writing. Good communication is clear, complete, correct, and efficient and effective. Notice that's good communication. So if it's not meeting these requirements, then, and I'll bet you, I'm willing to bet that if it meets one of these, if it should always meet all of these. That's how it's solid. That's how you know it's solid. Because if it's clear, like they said, if it's clear, the reader gets the meaning. If they get the meaning, then they understand everything. It's complete because they understand everything they need to evaluate the message and act on it. I'm gonna have to probably. This is just the going through chapter 1, but I'm probably going to go over. I'm thinking about doing a video of these individually and just upload them on YouTube. Go into details about these, like explain into more details about these. Cary Grant has been mentioned by Mr. Forrest before. I have a German translation from the internet that was right about Terry Scant. Don't stay long. I thought it was Cary Grant. Ineffective. Okay. Next is going to be chapter 2, y'all. Conan the Grammarian. In that chapter, we're going to learn we're going to discover the most common grammar errors, assess your own writing strengths, and find out how you can improve your writing right now. I really am thinking about going over this in a video. Like I said, the Grammar Ninja series. This is a live stream, but what I'm doing with this one is talking about Forrest Fenn, the poem, and grammar. I'm thinking about, in more detail though, about grammar, do a video breaking this up and explaining it into more detail, so it's easy to understand, like a part 1, part 2, part 3 series. I want to go into these other books I got. I'm gonna probably, I don't know, boy, 2 hours. We spent some time on this. Thank you guys for staying with me though. If you guys haven't subscribed and you're watching this, please hit that like button, subscribe button. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Olive on the River. Have you subscribed? I'm gonna go subscribe to you right now. If I haven't, I'm gonna go check right now. Oh, I've already subscribed to you. Okay. I had thought that the poem was 2 or maybe even 3 people talking in different verses. Going to bed, world famous gamer. I'm thinking about it, Alamo. I'm getting really tired. Meek and nice sounds like Native Indian to me. Drawing nigh means going to the left. And I found something very interesting on the poem, going left, so that's all I will say about that one. I am getting tired as heck. I'm gonna upload the videos. We went to a petting zoo and took some pictures. We went to some other places. We went on a hayride, took some videos, got some pumpkins. So thanks, Mitch. Had fun too. We did some stuff. I'm gonna upload the video tomorrow when I wake up, and probably gonna continue this. He thinks not so much the use of grammar, but the word meanings in his time, which differ than the meanings today and how we use them, such as words curian, swivet, and queer. Please excuse my grammar. Yes, Olive, and some of his little sayings, even like dip your toe in it. Thanks for your perspective. Enjoy your night. Thanks, Kiwi. Meant something else to the older people. Kiwi and Olive, I don't know if you guys have subscribed. Can you guys subscribe to my channel? I subscribe to both of y'all. You guys should have gotten a notification, I think. I might try to stay up a little bit. I don't know. Oh, Kiwi, oh wait, I thought I subscribed to your channel. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna subscribe to your channel now, Kiwi. I'm gonna try to stay up for a little bit later. Like right now, I'm gonna stay up for a little bit. So don't go nowhere just yet. I'm gonna talk about Forrest Fenn. Everything important, but the thrill of the chase is king, and so is. There you go, bud. Oh, thanks, man. It means a lot. Yeah, you guys rock for real, man. 221 subscribers. I like that. I keep one thing I don't like about where we're living is someone will cross the street and will you'll hear their car door close, not slam but close, and I'm thinking someone's in our driveway getting ready to come up to the door and knock or something. It's annoying as fuck. But see, notice everything. If you guys pay attention, you guys go watching my videos. Everything Forrest Fenn said to do, everything myself does fits perfectly with what Forrest Fenn says to do. He says there's some subtle hints in Too Far to Walk. The tennis racket has those lines. You read The Thrill of the Chase, you hear about waters, boiling waters or hot water or something like that. And every time he mentions water, it's just it. I can't help but think it's the 32 degrees, and it really fits because 32 degrees on the poem in the map. There's 12 degrees and 11 degrees. You take the 2 plus the 1 is 3, and the 1 plus the 1 is the 2, so it's 32 degrees. And in the canyon down, there's a line going to the canyon, you know. And then water high, if that's 212 degrees, 2 plus 1 is 5. He said give the poem to a kid and they could have an advantage. I don't want to say, he said, I don't want to explain that, what I mean by that, but give it to a kid. Well, boom. 12, 32, in the canyon down. Look at that. Boom. In the Bighorn Canyon. Put in below the home of Brown. Let's say that's 2 right there. Let's say as I've gone alone in there. I don't know. It's very interesting because he says people saw the first 2 clues, went right by it. Beginning where waters halt. 32, and take it in the canyon down. Not far but too far to walk. Put in below the home of Brown. But then again, beginning where warm waters halt, like I was saying in the grid, you got the 9th clue here, and I'm thinking that the first 2 clues, begin it where warm waters halt and put in below the home of Brown, is to help solve this one. And I just thought of this. You go to the poem, the first 2 clues, the second one being home of Brown, put in below the home of Brown, beginning where warm waters halt and take it in the canyon down, helps you solve the 9th clue, which is in Montana. I'm probably giving way too much information out, but that's all I'm going to say because that is deep. I mean, deep. As I always wondered, you got the 9th clue, first 2 clues, and I was just saying earlier, and I've thought of this for like a year now, that all the other 8 clues help you solve the 9th clue. You go, he said, consecutively, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And without gaps is what consecutive means. One right after the other without gaps. I thought at first it meant spatial gaps, but it's saying without gaps, meaning without skipping a number. You're not going 1, 3, 5, 9. You're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 straight through. I'll hang and listen if you're talking more Finn perspectives from people like Blazes. Talking more Finn perspectives from people like Blazes. Love to Blaze. They went right by it because they didn't get too far to walk correct. What do you think, CMC? What do you think too far to walk means correctly? Mitch Mitch says, I connected the O's in the poem and I got a Woodstock from the Peanuts. You know Charlie Brown? Kiwi, maybe give it to a child, young life, eager to learn for adventure and be driven to the stories that link to the poem. But it's also just my thought. Okay, it's also the way they think. I connected the eyes and got some gibberish in the word sun. That's crazy, Alamo. It's the way that the kids think is exactly what Forrest Fenn is telling y'all. Too far to walk is a distance. Yeah, let me show you guys right here, right now. Look at this. Too far to walk. Not far, but too far to walk. Look at these words. When I was showing you guys Homer Brown, notice there was an H-O in the grid. Hold on. Notice begin it where warm waters halt and take it in the. Begin it where here warm waters halt, telling you stop. And take it in the can you down. Remember when I was showing you the HOME? Notice when you count from the H to the E, from the O to the M, HO to the ME is 15 spaces. You count up these words, they're 3-letter words, one right after the other. He's showing you. He did that on purpose for that reason. That's just one reason, though. It's just one. There's many. I think there's many solves to each clue, each line. Not far, but too far. 3-letter word, 3-letter word, 3-letter in a row. Come on now, look at this though. New and old, 9. 3-letter word, 3-letter word, 3-letter word. That's not a coincidence. He spent 15 years. This is on purpose. He said some people say he spent 15 minutes, but he says it's more architectural blueprint than writing, which I connected with him immediately when he said that, because I've been thinking of a similar thing when I think it started when I was 13. I was wanting to do architecture. I wanted to be an architect, and I loved words. And architects work with numbers, and they'll write lawn over here or cement pathway or something. They'll write words so it connects together. 9 eyes in the poem, yep. So that fact that there's 3-letter words, one right after the other, he wants you to take a notice of that. What do you think he didn't put like not really far, but very far to walk, but too extremely far. He didn't say nothing like that. He put these 3-letter words right next to each other. Put in below the home of brown. That's a tough one right there. He said it gets gradually easier. So since the fact that I can't figure out put in below the home of brown since it's too difficult for me, I know I haven't solved beginning where warm waters halt just yet. Now that first sentence is one clue, I think. He hasn't given it. He said a beginning where he said this right here. He said beginning where warm waters halt. That's your first clue. If you don't have that, you might as well stay home, play canasta. He said that's the first clue, but he said you could tell. What was it? Tell some of the truth, but not all of the truth, or something like that. So when he said that, he was saying some of the truth, and there's 3 lines. So this is some of this. This is a little bit of it. And the word sum, S-U-M, means like a little part, I think, of something. The sum of a number is the little part of a number. If I'm not mistaken. Can't cross the road. Yeah. Alamo, too far to walk because can't cross the road. Well, then it would be a big road. If it's too far to walk, then it's a long distance right there. What if the 15 was 15 miles or 1,500 feet? It wouldn't be 15 feet because that's easy to walk. I think I got it now. Not far, but too far to walk. Laugh aloud. Thanks, guys, for added new perspective. See what I mean? Combined perspective is better than one. Exactly, Kiwi. It's very good. Forrest has made comments about too far to walk before a distance. Oh, before a distance being 10 miles. Yeah, I remember that, 10 miles. When he rode his bike, it was 20 miles. That dude be riding. But the fact that 15 was 15 squares long was just very interesting. And notice he said, what was it, the 10 by 10 by 5 or something? 10 by 10 by 6? So you got the 15, which is 10, and then the 5. So what if that was the chest? What if the chest was the blaze? What if you were drawing the treasure chest and you look quickly down in the treasure chest, and it tells you what the coordinates were. Wouldn't that be fascinating? I don't know. It's just guessing. Too far to walk to heaven. Hey, Christian, what up? Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. Kind of iffing it over here. I'm tired. I am probably gonna go to sleep in a little bit, y'all. I really don't want to leave y'all, but if I go to sleep now, I'll wake up about 2 in the morning, and it's 5:51 now. So you guys know what time it is where you're living. So hold on a second. Stupid noise again. I'm looking out. Okay. Yeah. Um. If you guys, well, shoot. If I'm gonna live stream when I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, well, maybe 2:30 because I'm gonna eat something, obviously. Excuse me. Then I could live stream in my room, but I won't be able to check chat because my mom will be sleeping, and I don't want to wake her up. Um, I'm out. That's too far to bike. Oh, okay. Kiwi, there's a song about too far to walk to heaven. Yes, I think when he went to Ojo Caliente, it was 20 miles bike ride. I'm out. That's too far to bike. 35, 3-letter words. 105 letters equals 35 degrees, and 105 degrees equals New Mexico. You won't want a bike for too far to walk. Is that the title? I'll check it out. The correct title is Heaven is Too Far for You to Walk. Mitch, what are you talking about? 35? 3-letter words? Are you talking about in the poem? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Oh, snap. Okay, yeah. That's interesting. 35 3-letter words, 105 letters equals 35 degrees. What do you mean 105 letters, though? Oh, you're talking about, okay, 35 times 3 equals 105? Doing math on words, then adding LL, I think would become specialized knowledge at the point. Oh, wow. Good observation, Mitch. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Mitch. It's interesting. But see, if you're counting letters and stuff, I don't think that's specialized knowledge though. Latitude and longitude. Latitude and longitude, Mitch. By the time we solve this thing, we'll have the exact coordinates, I believe. You know what, actually? I'm gonna look something up right quick. Because I believe by the time we solve this damn thing, we'll have the exact coordinates. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because you remember on the Google Maps, I showed y'all the 9 numbers on the left. And he said there's 9 clues. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But on the right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But there's 9 on the left of that. There's 2 numbers on the right coordinates. There's 2 numbers in a decimal. And right there, it shows 2 numbers right there. Plus 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then a comma. And then there's 4. So what if there's 9 clues? There is 9 clues, but what if the 9 clues were the 9 coordinates? There's 9 coordinates on the left, 9 coordinates on the right, and the 4 numbers on the right is the word idea. 1 would be the A, 9 would be the I, D would be the 4, E would be the 5, and A would be the number 1. You know what I'm saying? I just thought of that because there's 9 on the left and 9 on the right. It could simply be north. Where one water's halt could simply be north, the first coordinates of a GPS address. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, not exactly that, but I mean, you won't figure out the coordinates until you're looking in the right direction or location. Yeah, exactly. You know, the 4 corners, I, D, boom, I, D. Oh, shoot. Get back over there. E, A. So you got the 9 coordinates on the left and 9 coordinates on the right. And then you got the 4. And it'll take you straight to that location. Because notice, I'm going to X out of here. Don't save. Don't save. I'm getting ready to go to sleep in a little bit, y'all. Hold on. Give me 1 second, though. Oh, snap. Because notice, like, let's say we just found the location on Google Maps. And you got the 9 numbers on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the 9 on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus the 4, meaning the word idea. You got, let's say it takes us to this area. It'll take you straight to, I think, straight to the exact location, like straight, I mean down. Like, notice there's, what is it? See, notice the numbers are changing. It goes down to 44. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus 2. It goes to 2. But see, let's say it goes, boom, 165. Notice there's 3 digits, 3 digits. On the right side of the comma, now 4 digits. So once you've figured out the 9 clues, it'll take you straight to here. And let's say this was it. And you found the Homer Brown. Oh, wait, hey, there's Homer Brown right there. All these other clues, like where warm waters haul canyon down, it'll take you straight down in there. You'll see all the other clues, all the 9 clues there. Or the 9 clues are like here, and they all intersect. You know what I'm saying? And the 9th, right in the center, is where the location is of that treasure chest. That's deep. What am I looking? Kiwi, are you asking me what I'm looking up? 8 coordinates are needed to pinpoint an exact location, and the blaze confirms the spot. The blaze is 23 Monarcha. Hello, welcome. Good to see you again. Kiwi, were you asking me what I was looking up? If so, I was looking up the. I was using Google Maps as an example. I was showing you guys the coordinates of that particular location, which really isn't. It's not where the chest is, obviously, but I was just using that as an example of how the location will be found on Google Maps. Yeah, level like yeah. Got lost after it felt like specialized knowledge. Yeah, I see what you're saying. But see, it does seem like specialized knowledge, but when you think about it, he did this when I think we had Google Maps. No need for a map if you know where it is exactly. 23. Hey, 23, did you have you subscribed to me? I think I subscribed to you. I'm not sure if you're subbed to me or not. If not, if you don't mind, that would be oh snap. I always thought okay. I guess I didn't subscribe to you yet. I always thought I did. Well, I'm gonna subscribe to you now. 23 Monarcha, I subscribe to you. Kiwi, I subbed you too. Um, Kiwi, what I was yeah, like you said, Mitch, 8 coordinates are needed to pinpoint the exact location. The blaze confirms the spot. Okay, Kiwi, all y'all. What I was doing was how do you say it? I was using the numbers. Okay, now it might seem like it's specialized knowledge, but it's not because Forrest Fenn knows we're gonna use Google Maps. When he uh he did this in 2009, 2010. We had Google Maps back then. I see. Oh wait, 23. You're going 23. What do you? Why were you putting? I don't make videos. Why were you saying that you don't make videos? What do you mean by that? And the rest of y'all that think it's might be specialized knowledge with the coordinates, it's not really specialized knowledge because he did this he hit it in 2009 2010, but I'm sure he looked around on Google Maps to see where he would hide it and how he would put those numbers into the letters or into the poems somehow some way. You know where it is. You don't need a map. That's right. Is what brought you to you long. Yeah. Um, Force Finn knows we're gonna search on Google Maps. He did this with Google Maps. I strongly believe that. Google Earth, you can't see the chest from there, which is, that's fine. Everything you need is in that poem. How do you pinpoint an exact location of a 10 by 10, or yeah, 10? What is it? 10 by, yeah, 10 by 10 by 5, or 10 by 10 by 6 chest on Google. You know what I'm saying? How else are you going to find this thing? You need to be able to pinpoint it. You need to be able to solve the 9 clues. He even said if I had the geographical coordinates for each of the 9 clues, I could go straight to the chest, which tells me boom, 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 boom. They all intersect. You got to find the middle point. If you don't have the numbers, the geographical coordinates to to those 9 clues, you're not going to be able to pinpoint that exact location. There's no other way he could have done it. No need for a map, though. You may want it, but no need. If you have a GPS, then yeah, I agree. If you don't have a GPS, there's no other way you're going to be able to find it. A map won't work. A regular map might help you with the general idea, but I think he said good tools. One of the good tools is the thrill of the chase and Google Maps. I think he said Google Maps is one of the good tools to have to solve this thing. Going to get lost in a massive mountain range. Exactly, Alamo. If you don't have those coordinates, you're gonna get lost. That's why he put them. I'm telling y'all, he put the clues in such a way that you can translate them to numbers somehow, some way. Once you figure it out, you've gotten the blaze. It involves the number 9. The blaze involves the number 9 or the number 8. The blaze is also 8 letters long. And the middle point is where you're going to go to get that treasure chest. I agree you can use Google, but to get latitude and longitude from adding numbers and letters the way you just did that, Forrest doesn't need exact coordinates. He is the exact coordinate. He knows he doesn't need them, but he knew we would need them, Kiwi. Forrest Fenn knew we would need. Now, how you get? Okay, you guys are saying poem is locations on a map. Yeah, 23, Monarcha. Okay, no need for Google. How else are we gonna find this poem, you guys? If you guys don't think Google Maps if you don't think Google Maps is gonna help, how else are you gonna hide a treasure chest and have people go to the exact location? He said, if you follow the 9 clues, you will go straight to the treasure chest. Like, boom, right there where it is. But how? You need the coordinates. You go right by it. You know, he said that several people have solved the first 2 and went past the other 7, walked right past the treasure chest. Had they solved the other 7 clues, they would have went straight to it. There's no other way. He doesn't want anyone to be exact at all. He's put it in the poem, you guys. I promise. He's put the 9 coordinates in the poem. You just got to find out what those clues are and how to solve it. But I'm getting tired, y'all. It's been awesome talking to you. I'm going to live stream tomorrow morning. I got 6:08 right now. So about 9 o'clock, 8:40 tomorrow, I will be live streaming. It will be awesome to join you guys tomorrow. I'm probably going to do the story tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to do I'll probably do 2 live streams. One will be like, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours long, starting the story. I'm probably going to try to start that first, or I might do the Grammar Ninja series part 3 first and do the other one later. So as long as we don't put our biases aside, we won't find the chest. Mountain Standard Time. I'm in Michigan. I don't know what time that is. I don't know if that's Central Time or Eastern Time. Ditto, bud. Get some rest. Very good perspectives in the room. I love it. Enjoy your night, everyone. Yeah, God bless y'all. I love y'all. Means a lot that you're here. Geographical location, Central, yeah. I guess Central Time then. But I'm in Michigan time, and that's about time for me to get some sleep. I've been up since 2 o'clock in the morning. Good night, all. It was fun. I don't like to say online where in Michigan. I don't know. I just don't trust a lot of people. I've had this idiot try to act like he knows where I live and give me a bunch of BS, so I don't put that location out there on videos. But oh shoot, CMC, that's cool. If you guys are on message me on email. If you guys are on Facebook, I want to add y'all. I'm on some of the groups, the Forrest Fenn groups. So I like what you did there, CMC. I'm in Michigan. I am in MI. That's good. I'm thinking that's what you meant by doing that. You capitalized them for that reason. That was genius, I think. Sia23, thank you for joining. I subbed you. Please sub me back. Y'all, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, just one little simple click makes a world of difference. Good night, Alamo. XO Alamo. I sent you a message, Alamo, on mail. Just write me whenever you can. And it was great having you. It was great having you too, CMC, Monarcha, Kiwi, Mitchy Mitch, See if that's all. Octopus, I know you're not in the chat room, but Olive, good to have you too. Olive on the River. Digital Treasure Maps, it's good to have you. Means a lot, y'all. It really means a lot, whole lot, that you guys have joined this chat. So, I'm going to end the live stream, and God bless y'all and your families. I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow morning. 8:40, somewhere around there. I got 6:11. So, whatever time you guys have now, I got 6:11. That's how many hours ahead or behind I am of y'all. So you could do the math and then figure out what time I'll be live streaming tomorrow. Until then, peace out. I love y'all. Thank you so much. CMC, see you next time. Yeah, exactly. Peace out, y'all. Good night and God bless. Thank you so much. Bye.